Good morning. So I have this mental thing going on right now with myself since yesterday, and I need, you know, you both to kind of help me navigate through it. And also as far as next steps, because I'm super, super frustrated.
Mhm.
So, in case you're listening to this and you didn't listen to the previous episode, we went to San Antonio, Texas for our reunion. To spend like 3 or 4 days together and do all of the things. So if you it's last episode, we recapped that, but, so while we were there, we had a photo shoot. We got the pictures back yesterday. Can I just say the pictures were beautiful? I love Jasmine's work, but if we can just crop me out of it and you just be the am pod, I hate how I look, and when I have like, my mirror, I don't know if it's I don't what's that called where you, like, look at yourself in the mirror and you always think that you look heavier or thinner than
Uh,
what you are? I don't know, body
Body
dysmorphia.
dysmorphia.
Mhm. Yep.
Mhm.
So I always, no matter how thin that I got, I always thought that I was this like heavy, like still this quote unquote fat person, overweight person, obese person,
Mhm.
whatever. And then I don't know, like I've really felt good this week. We started our July round in our Jam Pod Wellness Studio. We're
Mhm.
all doing a 3-week bar program that's 5 days a week. I'm actually really enjoying it. It's really challenging,
Mhm.
It is.
with 2-pound weights. Like, it's so challenging.
Mhm.
I burn almost, anywhere from 250 to 300 calories in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
My endurance sucks, my balance sucks. So I
Same.
know I have a lot of room for improvement, and I know that my body's been through a lot.
Mhm.
However, when I saw those pictures, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's what people see. Oh my god, this is what people see." And I have never I think I'm back. Now, the scale isn't being my friend, and I have gained a lot of weight. And this number on the scale, I know doesn't, define you, but I've gained a lot of weight, and um it doesn't I feel like this past week, even though like my nutrition's been great, my water's been great, I've been getting outside for walks, I'm prioritizing sleep, I'm doing all of the things, the scale
Mhm.
hasn't moved.
Mm.
And so I'm still coming back to, one, I hate how I look in the pictures. I look awful. And you guys can say, "Oh no, you look so pretty." No. No. I look like wide as a barrel. My thighs, I don't think have ever been that huge. And sharing those on social media, like I legit wanted to cry.
Why don't we
Oh.
just crop out the legs? All right, to be honest, I have only looked at the two pictures that you guys put in the group chat. I have not actually opened the file because that's how afraid I am to see how bad I think I look.
See, I think you guys look beautiful. Like Mel with her, I don't
Who
know.
the
I don't know
fuck is
why. I
Meg?
don't know. I don't know why that came out. I don't know. What a idiot.
Meg. This is not Family Guy.
I don't
Are
even
you
know any
Jen?
I don't
Where did, what
even
did you
know
do
any
with Jen?
Megs.
Where is Jen? What did you do with her?
But Mel with your legs, like you look all sassy and shit. And Andrea, I think you look gorgeous. Like, and I know that this is part of like we're super hard and critical on ourselves, but
Mhm.
y'all, seriously, as my best friends, like if whenever like whenever you were going through your workouts and always stopping, like I had to be like, Mel, like get your shit together. Take a
Mhm.
10-minute program then, right? I feel like I need somebody to come here and say, Jen, you're effing obese. You are like gaining. You need to get your shit together. And I'm like, I know. I tell myself that. I know. But I feel like this past week, and I know it's only been like a week where we've been like really dialed in again, but like even coming back from San Antonio, I didn't lose any weight.
Right.
And so I don't know. I legit don't know what to do. I track every morsel that goes into my mouth and my body still blows up. I don't know if my like when I went to the doctor, they did like a full panel. And I think I told you like my CPK, CPR, CRP, I don't know what the hell
Oh,
they
your
are, but
CRP, that's your
the
Crap.
creatine
inflammation,
reactive
yeah.
protein.
So she said that those came back super elevated, which meant I had an autoimmune disorder.
Mhm.
She wanted to send me to a doctor to find out what I had. She apparently one of the other doctors in the practice looked at it and he said, you know what, she's been under a lot of things. It could have been like carryover from her surgeries. It could be the amount of arthritis in her body. But like I can't explain how like why this is happening. No matter
Mhm.
what I do, you're telling me that like the weight just won't come off.
And so
Well,
what do they tell you
Not
to
to go to the
lower that?
specialist. They didn't give
No,
me
but
any kind of, they said, don't go to the specialist and we'll retest you in 6 months. But
ugh.
I
6 months,
know
like,
something is wrong. And then whenever I call like
So go to the
the,
specialist. Just make an appointment.
yeah, I mean, I guess I could. And then whenever I called like the bariatric folks, not to get weight loss surgery, but just you can go there for like non-surgical
Mhm.
help.
yeah,
You know, they can't get me in until January.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it's bad.
it's ridiculous.
And so the reason why I want to talk about this, one, because I think a lot of times whenever we look at ourselves in the pictures,
Mm.
like I think that's why so many people are like camera shy, right? Like selfies are
Mhm.
great because
You
I
can
control
hold
the
them
I
up.
could
angle.
take
It's from
I
like
could
the
take
neck
30 of
up.
them, pick the
Yeah.
best one.
Yeah. And then but whenever like, you know, you see a picture of yourself that somebody else took or whatever, I think our natural reaction is to be so judgmental on ourselves. And, you know, I know that part of me wants to like post it and be like, yeah, like this is it. Like I'm doing all of the things. My body's fighting back against me for whatever reason. I don't know why. Right. Then the other part of me wants to like burn every single photo because I
Yeah.
just hate how I look. And it feels so defeating whenever I can scroll through my phone and see other pictures of me looking athletic and fit and
Yeah.
going balls to the walls in my workouts. And now, like, I can't even walk around the damn block without wanting to cry,
Mm.
Right. Yeah.
you know?
I
You know,
totally feel you because since my Crohn's diagnosis, because before my Crohn's diagnosis and all that autoimmune stuff, I could lose weight. I mean, I still had to be perfect, but I could lose weight and you could see it. You could see the progression of weight loss.
mm,
I was doing all the right things. But man, as soon as that hit, I there's been hardly anything that I can do because like Jen and I were talking, I hold it all in my gut. That's where all of
mm,
my inflammatory stuff is. So for me, when I look at those, I look fat.
You see
Like
you see
I
your
see the
belly.
rolls and I
mhm,
see all of that. And so I know that over the years I have come to accept that. But it's like, what the fuck do I have to do to lose an ounce?
Right.
Like
yeah.
what is going to get the scale to move? And I don't think, because I actually saw a dietitian 2 weeks ago when we got back from San Antonio. She didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know.
And see, that's why I haven't like, because last night I'm like, okay, this is it. Let me look up like dietitian and nutritionist and whatever. And I'm just like, that's why I didn't make the appointment because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't want to waste this freaking money
Right.
Mhm,
and go and have them tell me to do all of the things that I already know. Like I
Yeah.
know what to eat. I know, I think my thing is that in my head, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you do say one of our like our nutrition programs, like Portion Fix, right? because of my weight, it has me in like bracket D, which is to
That's a
me,
lot of food.
it's a lot of food for
It's
my
a lot of
sedentary
food.
life.
Right.
Right. The main movement that I have is my workout. And then if I get outside for a walk, because I'm legitimately on the phone from, 10 hours a day at work.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there's nothing I can do about that. That's not going to change.
Right.
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 I have to work this weekend, which means my body's not going to be moving around as much, right? I have a little bit of I have flexibility, of course, because nobody else is going to be online, but I still have to work,
Right.
And so, but then whenever I go to like say my fitness pal, right? I went in there, I readjusted my goals, and I was like, okay, instead of losing 1 pound a week, I want to lose 2 pounds a week. Our exercise program's 5 days a week, but I don't want those added calories back in. Like, I don't want to
Right.
eat those. So I fixed that. And then it put me at like 1,400 calories, which is
Jeez.
drastically different. And based on, because like I adjusted like my ultimate weight goal as well, but it's drastically different than what Portion Fix tells me. And
Right.
so, I know whenever I had after my reconstructive surgery, I had all of those health issues and all of those complications, and I had to go on a strict no fat, and I'm not talking about like even an ounce of fat or half of an ounce. I'm
Right.
talking zero
None.
fat. Do you know
Yeah.
chicken breast has 0.5?
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to eat chicken breast, but I lost a shit ton of weight. I got
But
down to 210.
yeah. But you know that once you start eating regular again, that it
It's
comes
gonna
right
come
back.
Exactly.
back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so in my brain, I'm like, okay, we'll just, be miserable and eat nothing, like no fat whatsoever and drop the weight. But then to your
But
point,
you can't.
I can't live like that for my next however many years I'm on this planet.
No. It's impossible.
No, what if you just I mean, you can't do no fat, but what if you just limited it to a very low number, like just low fat?
Yeah, I mean,
It's so
I
hard
don't
to
know what to
know
do.
what
I
to
mean, am I
I
do.
supposed
know.
to eat vegetables? Like I could easily go back to eating my egg whites instead of regular eggs, right? I can easily go back to that. I can easily cut out carbohydrates because I don't really need them anyways. I can easily cut out dairy. I can, but am I supposed to eat like an effing rabbit all day long? Like I see all of these, because my social media feeds are, workouts and dance moves and nutrition and stuff. I can't eat yogurt with berries because the lactose upsets my stomach and it bloats
Mm.
me.
Right.
And so even like oatmeal, sometimes oatmeal really hurts my stomach. Like it feels like there's a rock in it. So what
Oh,
am I supposed to do? Eat sugar snap peas all day long?
right.
Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just so freaking defeating, especially
Yeah.
whenever you feel like you're doing all of the things. I'm this huge proponent of like 80/20. I don't drink alcohol hardly at all anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
just I feel like no matter what I do, my body fights against me. I will
Yeah.
say that I notice when I don't work out at all, it's easier for me to lose weight. And that's
Hmm.
why I feel like my body is in this state of like pain and arthritis and inflammation from everything that's been going on,
Hmm.
that I think when I push it, like even with walking, walking, I think something's triggering in my body and I think it's fighting against me. So I think that yes, I've gained like fat, but I also think a lot of it's inflammation. And I think I feel like if I figure that piece out, like I think that's the missing piece is I need to figure that out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um
I mean, honestly, I think, yeah, you've had a ton of surgeries. Your body has been under a lot of stress for the last two, 3 years. I mean, because he was probably under stress before you even got diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where your body's at. It's been in fight mode all this
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, anything that you're doing, it's trying to keep, you're working out. So your body's like, oh no, we need this.
Mhm.
So if
Mm-hmm.
you're, no matter what you're eating, it's just holding it.
Yeah. And it's hard too because my gastroenterologist never talked to me about nutrition. I have been diagnosed with Crohn's since 2013, 10 years. And I haven't had any help until,
But why don't they do that? Like,
I don't
Right. Like
know.
that's like the number one thing.
why do they freaking diagnose you and they're like, "Here, take a pill." No,
Yeah.
Take a
I don't wanna
shot, do
take a
It's all
damn
this.
about the
pill. I don't
money.
wanna take a damn pill.
Right.
I wanna learn how to do this the right
Mhm.
way.
Mhm. And
Because you
there's
know what,
not
Mel? Like, now because of your shot, oh, guess what? Now you have to take a nausea pill.
Yeah,
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
exactly. And because I can't lose the weight, because my appetite, everything that I eat, I hold on to because I am malnourished, technically malnourished because I go to the bathroom 10 to 15 times a day.
Hmm.
And so, my body wants to hold on to everything that I eat. So I'm now on a weight loss shot so I can lose weight. And then I have to take the anti-nausea pill because the shot makes me
Yeah.
sick. So, it's like, but I'm not losing the amount of weight that I think that I should be because, I'm not eating
Well,
enough
look
to
at
even
what
keep
you're
me
look
energized.
right, and then what you can eat. It's not what you're eating, it's what your body is,
Yeah.
allowing you to eat
Yeah.
isn't really healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just very frustrating whenever you go to the medical side of things because they're not helping you. So I don't know what kind of specialist that they were wanting to send you to, but if it's an autoimmune
It's an
specialist, because
autoimmune
I
specialist.
I
would
would still go.
definitely try to go just because they may have some insight that you don't know. You can do all the research if you want to about autoimmune and then that stuff. But I think because I've never been to an autoimmune specialist, just a gastroenterologist and my nurse practitioner. And so I think I would benefit from that because I could have something else going on that I don't even know about that's causing me to just hold on to the weight. So I
Hmm.
think I honestly think that it would be a good idea just to see that specialist just for another opinion. And if
Yeah.
they, and if you're like, well, this was a waste of my time, then,
At least I
then
know.
at least you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't think I need like a referral with my insurance. I think I can just make it.
And
So,
if you
Yeah.
do, tell them too bad. Like you're right. You can go
yeah.
see them.
Mhm.
You can
Mhm.
call your PCP and be like, you know what? Yeah, I do want to see that specialist because guess what? It's been it's been a while since you had that
It's
lab
been
work
a
done.
while since I had my lab work done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
guess what? And then you're going to go to the autoimmune specialist and they probably want to do labs again,
Yeah.
Mhm.
not wait 6 months. Like why does it have to be 6 months?
Yeah. Yeah. So I really totally understand your frustration. I have that little bit of body dysmorphia as well because
Mm.
even when I do lose weight, I still feel like that I, look a certain way, and so it's just so common with women and so many women have body dysmorphia. It's almost scary, because so many women have that and it's sad that we
Mhm.
look at
God.
ourselves that
I had it
way,
I had it when I was 20 years old and I was at the skinniest point at this point looking back I would kill for my 20-year-old body.
Isn't that
Yeah.
funny? Because I'm the same way. Like, I'll look at pictures from, like, at a previous time in my life, and I'm like, girlfriend, you thought
Damn.
you were so fat and so
Hmm.
ugly, and
Mhm.
what I would give, what I would give right now to look like that.
Right.
It's so
I
sad.
mean, you are a beautiful person. Your attitude, your eyes just like pierce me every time. I love them. I just and it's easy for somebody else to say that to you, but
But
you
Mel, I
have
mean,
to
come
believe
on.
it.
As my friend, you've seen both of you, you've seen the many ups and downs.
Yes,
I'm like,
absolutely.
I've gained a lot of weight.
Well, I think, yeah. I mean, I think you have, especially from going to that no fat diet back to regular
Mm.
eating, yes, there has been some weight gain. And I mean,
Some.
you know, Well, I don't know how much, I'm just going to say some because I don't know how much. But I don't know what to say, that it's going to be better. I just think that you
No,
should
I
go.
know, and I
Yeah.
really wasn't looking for that. I think out of anybody that kind of gets it, I know you two kind of get it. I think that there's people that listen to this that get it because I
Mhm.
think we all go through that. It's just, coming, like I said, part of me wants to be like wants to share it and be like,
This is the real me.
this is me.
Hmm.
I didn't want to share it, but I'm doing all of this and yet my body's still fighting back, right?
Mhm.
And that's scary, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're being super vulnerable, you're being super open. Like
Mhm.
I have a dinner date with two of my friends that I work with that I haven't seen in forever, even though that they're local on Thursday. And I saw those pictures and I'm like, oh, I'm not going. I'll make up an excuse. I'm not going.
No, you need to go.
Yeah,
You
go.
need to go. It's, if they are your true friends, they don't gonna judge you, you know. And I know that that's one of our biggest
And
fears is being judged and everything, but if they're your friends, they're not going to judge you. They're going to love you no matter what.
and they know what you've been through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
And
it's
you
just like
can't
I want to.
discount that.
Right, but it's also like, "Oh my god, we're getting married in 4 years or 4 years, in 4 months." Like, if my wedding photos look like that, I'm not even taking any.
Well, you'll have a long dress on, so you won't be able to see your legs anyway.
well, will she have a long dress on? Do you have a
Oh,
dress?
true.
I
Do
don't
you
have a
have a dress
dress.
yet?
I don't have a dress, I don't have a location, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I know my dad's marrying us, that's it.
I need to come down there and we need to just do some serious wedding shit.
Mm.
I keep telling Kevin, I'm like, "We have to finalize this location."
Yeah, I'm
Because
trying to plan vacation.
my parents need to get airfare.
And
And
Andrea's got to plan her vacations.
I
Come
mean, the
on.
dates haven't changed. We haven't changed that, but now we're looking at like Lake Lore. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm.
It's a lot of people. I know this is a different topic, but it's a lot of people that we need to like make sure that the beds are adequate.
Yes.
And I'm really picky and
But
I want to
just
make
find some place that has a hotel nearby and everybody
I
stays at
don't
the
want a
hotel.
hotel. I want all of us to stay together. It's part of like that's what I want. I want my
Okay.
family
Right.
to be together. I don't
Gotcha.
I want this to be like a mini getaway where we're just spending quality time together
Mhm.
because it's not just about Kevin and I, it's about blending our families.
Oh,
So,
Well, all right,
that's
I like that.
sweet. I didn't think about none of that because I was like, this is about me.
Same, same.
It's my day. It's my party. But let
yeah,
me tell you, the
Was it your
planning.
party?
Yeah, it was. Ask Jen. She was
it
there. You
was a
know,
beautiful day.
she was there. So whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was in the middle of the ocean.
Like always. Sorry, Andrea's out of the office right now. She's in the ocean.
All right. Well,
But
so as my takeaway item, I'm going to call the specialist and get an appointment. I'll keep you updated.
yes, please.
And I
But
think I'm just, plug away.
you don't have to post those pictures, but if you do, you are being
Oh,
super
but I mean, we paid
vulnerable.
for them. Like, what am I gonna
Yeah.
do? Not, like
We can
I
crop them a little bit.
she tried that, like, on the ones where it was just me, she
Mhm.
tried cropping it, and there's so much, like, there's less of me, and it's like, it looks like, what did you take a picture of, the wall?
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna
I haven't looked at them yet, so I don't even.
crop it, you have to make it at least look like you crop the whole picture and not just these tree
Well, we
trunks
can
that I
bring
have
that down.
attached to my body.
See, that's where you need to stop talking bad about yourself.
Hmm.
Okay,
That's
well, I
step
mean, I
1.
learned from you.
Oh, sorry. I've never called my legs tree trunks.
No, but you talk poorly about yourself.
I do.
I
I
have
know.
tree trunks.
I don't even have
Oh,
ankles
jeez.
anymore. Cankles. All right. Well, I love you. Thank you for letting me vent and letting this be like, a therapy session for me. I
Well,
appreciate
I think it's something that we can all relate
We,
to, and our
yeah.
listeners can relate to. It's very real, it's very raw, and it's very now, and I just appreciate your honesty.
And we all deal with
You're
it.
welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Love you.
all right. Love
All
you.
right.
We'll see you
Bye.
next
Bye.
Like and
time.
subscribe.